Hey everyone, Adam. Today I've got a gripping update for you from the Middle East. Buckle up because this one's intense. A recent Hezbollah drone attack has sent shockwaves through Israel, hitting frighteningly close to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's home. So here's the scoop. A Hezbollah drone struck an Israeli army base near Netanyahu's residence, killing 4 soldiers and injuring over 60 others. This is the deadliest strike since Israel's ground invasion of Lebanon began, and it's a significant escalation in the ongoing conflict. Hezbollah claims this attack was retaliation for Israeli strikes on Beirut. It's a brutal back and forth that's showing no signs of stopping. Now, let's talk about the implications. The drone strike has not only highlighted the increasing capabilities of Hezbollah, but also the vulnerability in Israel's defenses. Despite having some of the most advanced air defense systems in the world, Israel is struggling to counter these unmanned aerial vehicles. These drones are small, move slowly, and have minimal heat signatures, making them incredibly difficult to detect and intercept, and it gets even more intense. A second drone managed to evade detection and struck near Netanyahu's private residence in Caesarea. Netanyahu wasn't harmed, but he publicly labeled the attack as an assassination attempt. He's called it a grave mistake and vowed that Israel will continue to defend itself fiercely. This incident has prompted an internal review by the Israeli military to understand how their defenses were bypassed. It's a moment of reckoning for Israel, as this attack has raised serious questions about their ability to counteract such threats. Experts are pointing out that Israel's defenses are geared towards rockets and missiles, not the smaller, slower-moving drones. It's a whole different ballgame, and Israel is now scrambling to adapt. The international response has been swift and vocal. The United States has expressed strong support for Israel's right to defend itself, but also urged restraint to prevent further bloodshed. The United Nations has condemned the attack and called for an immediate ceasefire. Regional powers, including Egypt and Jordan, have echoed these sentiments, advocating for a return to negotiations. This brings us to the broader fears of a wider conflict. The drone attack has escalated tensions dramatically, and there are growing concerns about a full-scale war between Israel and Hezbollah. Such a conflict would undoubtedly have devastating consequences for the entire region, affecting countless civilians. Already, the humanitarian situation is dire. Thousands of people have been displaced by the fighting, and the United Nations is warning of a rapidly deteriorating humanitarian crisis. The international community is urging both sides to prioritize the protection of civilians and allow humanitarian access to affected areas. In closing, it's clear that the situation is incredibly volatile. The cycle of violence shows no signs of abating, and the potential for further escalation is high. The international community's call for restraint and negotiations is more urgent than ever. Let's hope cooler heads prevail and that a peaceful resolution can be found to prevent further suffering and instability. That's it for today's update. Stay informed, stay engaged, and I'll catch you in the next video.